back in the podcast zone with Ken Phipps. He's the VP of Franchise Growth with Eggs Up Grill. Ken, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, Jack, for having me, and looking forward to our conversation.
Yeah, love having some good quality time here in Austin, Texas at Franchise Expo Austin. It's been a pretty busy day so far.
It certainly has, Jack. Very excited about some of the new individuals coming through looking at franchising. They're attending some great breakout seminars that are educational aspects that they can then come and ask us franchisors directly about and engage. Looking forward to it.
Nice. So tell me about Eggs Up Grill. Tell me about this great brand.
Yeah, great question. So imagine a brand that is, I coined the phrase, that's mature but emerging. It's a 27-year-old brand.
Love it.
That really didn't start franchising until 2005 and didn't do very much. It was acquired in 2018 with only 24 locations, and we just opened our 87th location. We are the fastest growing better breakfast franchise in the entire country. We're going to open 20 this year and 25 plus next year.
Wow.
So in that category of that better breakfast, open 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., you get the lifestyle balance for the franchisee, but also your team members, your employees. They're working one shift in a restaurant and can still get home with the kids and the family and everything else, and don't have to juggle multiple different shifts. It's just some quick highlights about this growing and phenomenal brand.
Nice. I want to find out a bit more about what other great things are part of this opportunity. That shift idea is phenomenal. But why franchising? What is it about franchising that you really see as the way to grow this brand, as opposed to just being corporate owned across the country?
Yeah, another really great question, and that's a decision by owners, right? When people own a brand, how do we want to grow it? Do you want to grow it all corporate? Do you want to do half and half, or do you want to be all franchise? And that's unique to each individual. We looked at it that let's grow this from a franchising opportunity. If you're in a duality situation where you got corporate and franchise, most of the time you're going to answer the corporate phone first before the franchisee phone, just because of economics.
Yeah.
So why put yourself in that? And it's a great opportunity. For instance, for Eggs Up Grill, 70% of our franchisees never owned a restaurant, much less a business.
Oh, that's amazing. Tell me more about that, because we talk to a lot of restaurant brands that unless you've got a career in running a restaurant, they really don't want to talk to you.
Exactly. And I coined the phrase exactly on that. So it all looks at the infrastructure and the support and the marketing and the training. How do you create that success where you can take a husband and wife that are school teacher, principal, and now they got a highly successful business within their community, and I stress within the community. And we've got that track record of success that is unmatched in the industry. It's truly an incredible opportunity for people that are new to business, but also existing multi-unit or multi-brand franchisees that are going, wait a minute, I don't have better breakfast in my platform. I'm looking to diversify and be able to quickly add this and ramp up into white space, which we have available in that aspect from a growth perspective.
Yeah, and speaking of growth, we talked a bit about the limited hours during the day. That could be very attractive for some owners. Would definitely be attractive for me and for staffing, which staffing is probably number one or number two on the challenge list for most owners right now.
It absolutely, for anybody in the restaurant business, always looking at it from a staffing perspective. I'm not saying that it's not one of the key points. We're always looking for great team members. Our franchisees are, but if you asked our franchisees, it's not even in the top 5 as far as the most critical things that they're working on. Our front of the house, team members, we're looking for personality.
Uh-huh.
I mean, our phrase that's in 2-foot tall letters is, let me make you smile when you come into our restaurant. So come on in, let me make you breakfast, let me make you smile. So that's all about personality in that aspect. But yeah, then they still have that balance of life for them. We've attracted individuals that are franchisees from IHOPs that, they were 24/7. They're like, when the oven breaks, it does not break during business hours, right?
It's usually about 1:45 a.m., right?
Jack, you nailed it right there. It is exactly the time frame. So they wanted that, where's my balance of life in this? And now they have that community sense about them and growing their business, and they're expanding, and which is very exciting for the brand as well.
Yeah, and suddenly this country has sort of, realized that brunch is the most important meal of the day, right? So.
Yes. And you've got that breakfast, the brunch, right, the lunch, but some people just still love, hey, it's 12 o'clock, I can actually get some eggs or some pancakes with my meal, and they love that aspect. So and we that's what we cater to. And another unique piece to that is outside the four walls sales. We're a sit-down restaurant averaging about 3,000 square feet and 105 seats. But we have about 20% of our business on average for the system is outside the four walls, which is incredible. A lot of people don't think about that, from Uber Eats, DoorDash, to go, and catering. It's a huge piece of our business that our franchisees are growing on a daily basis.
And would you guess, you don't have to make a prediction here, but would you guess that part of the business will continue to grow at a pretty rapid rate over the next few years?
Yes. Number one, because it's a continued, catering is ever expanding. We can look at catering outside the four wall numbers pre-COVID. Everybody compares that, right? 2019. That was about 4%.
Yeah.
Now it's sustained and maintaining 20% as an average for the system. That's here to stay. But how do we continue to grow that number? Well, it's going to be through catering. Absolutely. We've got a franchisee that's already set the pace to say they want to do $1 million in catering next year in 3 restaurants.
Wow.
I'm like, wow. I'm like, how do we support you? Let's go do this,
And how do we duplicate that in a few other cities, right?
And we have a lot of franchisees going, I want to tap into your wisdom, and do you have a catering class at your owners conference? So yes, it's creating that excitement because they're seeing the success, but they're also going to want to understand what do I got to do on the front end, right?
Yeah.
Where's the work? And then where do catering people want to go to breakfast on Saturday and Sunday? Meaning, I just went to this meeting, that food was great. Where do I want to take my family? Eggs Up Grill. So it's a revolving cycle of, catering could lead to the family coming in from this business meeting into one of your locations. So it's a great opportunity for growth for us.
Very good. Well, congratulations on the recent growth, and good luck in 2025 on all future expansion. And if anyone would like some information, maybe have a conversation with you about the opportunities, where do you like to connect with people?
Yeah, very first, go to our Exit Grill franchising website. It's where you really want to see that information. My cell phone, I've had this number for 26 years. You're happy to call me, Ken Phipps, 469-363-4100. Shoot me a text, give me a call. Let's have a conversation, and would love to speak to you further. Absolutely.
All right, very good. Ken, thanks so much for joining us today.
No, Jack, thank you very much. It's been very fun.